And good morning at 7:04 on this Monday, September 8th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome here on a Monday morning. We're ready to get the week started off right, as we do each Monday morning on Coleman and Company, talking about Absolute Kubota. This morning, Ryan Cornwell is here. Ryan, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to have you as always. You are in sales.
Yes, sir.
Can we call you the head salesman?
There's two of us there, so one will be the head salesman, the other will be the other head salesman. So that's kind of how we run it.
Just to make it fair, whatever. Who's the other salesman?
Caleb is his name.
Caleb Pirano.
Yes, sir.
And Ryan Cornwell. And Ryan is here this morning to talk about Absolute Kubota, located at 1506 West Main here in Lebanon, where you'll find Kubota tractors and hay equipment and zero-turn mowers and RTVs and X-Mark zero-turn mowers and Red Max outdoor power equipment and Land Pride and Hustler brands.
Yep.
You've got that and a lot more.
We do. Yeah, we've kind of got it all. I think right now, you get some cool, crisp mornings in. It's getting to be hunting season or getting close to that. So right now, one thing we've kind of got full stock of and ready to roll would be our RTVs. So if you're a hunter or a landowner and needing kind of a piece of equipment to get around your property, our RTVs would be a great option for you. Well,
what kind of deal? I mean, I think you have some extended terms. There's some pretty good setup to buy that RTV. If you're not going to pay cash for it, you can come out pretty good with the deal you've got.
Oh yeah, you absolutely can. Like right now, you can do financing up to like 60, 72 months on some of these machines. So you get the payment down there pretty low for you. Zero cash down is generally required through Kubota. So you can do that. And right now, a special that we're running is we're throwing in a free extended year of warranty for you on all of our equipment. So whether you buy a tractor, a skid loader, an RTV, even a lawnmower right now, we're throwing in a extra year of warranty protection for you, which is one of the programs we're doing right now.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah, that'll give you, on some of our mowers, you'll get a full 5 years and unlimited hour warranty on them. Which is a pretty cool thing. So if you're kind of at the end of your mowing season, but wanting to kind of get set up for next year and go ahead and give that extra year of warranty built in, now's a really good time to buy.
Well, the thing to do, probably the best thing to do is go to the website, to www.absolutekubota.com, and just kind of take a look and get an idea of which direction you want to head in, and then come on in and make the best deal you can. But you really have a lot going for people right now.
Yeah, we absolutely do. So if you're a cash buyer, now's a really good time to buy. Kubota has some really awesome cash rebates. Some of the biggest cash rebates they've ever offered as a company are happening right now. So if you're trying to buy like a compact tractor, a skid loader, and an RTV, even like our cash rebates right now are higher than they've ever been. Like on some pieces of equipment, you've got $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 cash rebates going on right now. So you can really save a lot of money.
Well, you really, as we say, you owe it to yourself to just check it out. If you need any of this, even thinking about it within the next year or so, it might be to your advantage to do it now.
Yeah, it should be. Just come by or even just call us. We'll be happy to kind of get your price quotes or kind of walk you through maybe, depending on what your needs are, what piece of equipment would be best for you and better suited to take care of you and your property.
And I know, being the good salesperson that you are, you want to fit that person with what they really need. So you probably have a few questions to ask to make sure that they're getting lined up right.
Right, exactly. Like we're not just, here just trying to sell you a piece of equipment. We want to kind of figure out what it is that you need, right, and what we offer that could kind of fit that need. Because what we want you to do in the long run is be happy with your piece of equipment. Like Kubota makes some fantastic equipment. We've run it on our farm for a long time now. And I want you guys to have the same experience that we've had on our farm with our Kubota equipment. So we want to match you to a good piece of equipment that's going to treat you right for a long time.
And we don't have, I don't guess we have a lot of 500-acre farmers around here. There may be a handful, but for the most part, we're talking about a smaller approach to agriculture and a lot of weekend farmers. So you probably don't sell the biggest tractors or the biggest whatever most of the time.
Yeah, so like right now, as the geography of Lebanon changes in Wilson County, you're having a lot of these big farms that you're referencing kind of getting pieced off into these like 10 to 15-acre plots, which if you're a 10 to 15 acre landowner, like you need a small tractor to run that property, right? More oftentimes than not. So Kubota makes some really good compact tractors for that purpose. We also have the big ag tractor, so if you need a big ag tractor, we can help you there. But we're seeing a lot more of these compact and subcompact tractors being sold.
Well, let me mention this because we probably don't often enough. I did mention Red Max earlier, but the Red Max outdoor power equipment does include chainsaws, and this might be the time of the year that chainsaws are a little bit more popular or begin to be. The grass trimmers have been, and you can load up there if you need them, leaf blowers, edgers, hedge clippers. You've got all that.
Right, yeah. Right now, especially as the leaves come down, leaf blowers, we've got the backpack style, we've got handheld style, and Red Max makes a great product. Actually, the biggest leaf blower out on the market is a Red Max product, and we've got those in stock right now.
Well, just remember, they have everything from weed eaters to hay balers, and it's all there at 1506 West Main. And Ryan would just love for you to come by and tell him that you not only heard us on the radio, you saw us on Facebook.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Got to get that in here. Thank you so much. Have a good week.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Ryan Cornwell with Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. You can give him a call, 615-449-6171. We're 10 minutes after the hour. Sheriff Robert Bryan is my guest this morning. He is here and ready to go. And, Sheriff, good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Coleman. How are you?
I'm doing well, and we've got a lot to talk about. Don't guess we want to spend a lot of time talking about the Titans this morning.
I don't know if there's much to talk about. So.
Well, we do carry their games here, so we won't badmouth them too much. But I don't know what in the world happened at the end of the first half yesterday, but I think everybody blew it. I mean, all they had to do was run 2 plays and run the clock out.
That's all they needed, but that's not the way it happened. So
no, it isn't. And still 20-12, I believe that was the score.
I believe so.
But I don't think they scored but 1 field goal in the second half. So Denver's defense did the job.
They got a pretty good field goal kicker. So
well, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. What did you have, 4 yesterday?
Yeah.
And I think the record's 5.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, we'll get started here. You are my guest this morning. I got this in the mail the other day, and it says election kickoff and fundraiser. Let's keep Robert Bryan sheriff. You told everybody during the roast earlier in the year that you were going to run again. I thought that was kind of clever the way you threw it out that night.
There was a lot of people there, so it's good timing.
You wanted them to know your future intentions.
That's right.
Don't wonder about it. I'll let you know tonight.
That's right.
But you do have that. That's coming up when?
September. End of September sometime. I can't keep up with it. I'll just show up. September 20. Something.
Here it is, September 23rd,
that's
5:30 to 7:30.
That's it.
All right. Well, how many years you been sheriff?
After this term, it'll be 14 years. It's just time flies. I mean.
So you're asking for 4 more?
I'm asking for 4 more, and it's getting that time of year. The elections are earlier now with the primaries. We've always been used to the August elections, but this primary thing is it moved everything up, and it's you start everything a little early.
You really have to run twice.
Yes, if you got an opponent, so we'll try to keep it.
Well, your name is going to be on 2 ballots, assuming that you get the Republican nomination.
That's correct.
Yeah. What you want to talk any about the fair? We had a good one. We had and I know attendance was down just a little bit. I think everybody will agree with blame that on the hot weather.
I believe so. There was a lot of people. It was a good crowd. We really didn't have no major problems out there. You had your everyday things we always deal with, but nothing real major. And we had enough personnel out there that it. Hopefully it deterred anybody from doing anything crazy.
Yeah. So what's and then school, of course, has started.
Schools.
We got about a month under our belt.
Yeah, we're moving right along, and it's been a successful start to the school, and it's we got all our SROs in place, and they're out there working hard every day. So.
How much traffic does the sheriff's department deal with regarding schools? Do you really do directly with any?
Well, no. As far as an SRO, no. They're responsible for the building being at the entrance to the building, not out there in the middle of the road directing traffic. Now, some of the schools that's out in the county, there's only one or two of them. If there's some problems, we'll send our regular patrol officers or traffic people out there to help. Most of the ones that's inside the city limits, the Lebanon, Mount Juliet, and Watertown, pretty much take care of that. So, but the SROs that's in the schools are supposed to be, inside the building or at the entrance of the building when school starts.
And that's your biggest role from the biggest role from the sheriff department is the SROs as far as our schools are concerned.
Yes, yes, it's but that encompasses a lot. We got one in every school in the county, but we're also got a whole I call it a whole juvenile division who takes care of all juvenile matters, juvenile court. That's in running every day, every Monday through Thursday, and it's sometime on Friday. You'll ask Judge Tatum that, but it encompasses everything to do with juveniles.
Well, this of course has grown a lot over the years. Well, we've got a lot more schools than we had when the SRO program was actually started. I believe Sheriff Ash initiated that, along with the blessing and direction of the county commission and whatever. A good part, or it does take some of your budget to take care of the SROs.
It does. You hate for something bad to happen to make something good happen. All these school shootings you see. But Wilson County was the first one, and one of the first ones in the state that had them in every school. We did that back in 2012, 13, and but we was able, and again with the help of the county commission, we was able to put one in every school, and I think that's benefited the school system and the safety of all the schools.
Well, two other things I'll mention quickly here. I know we've come up with some police dogs, and of course the metal detectors. I don't know to what extent we're using those, but comment on that, and we'll go to a break.
Well, we was approached. Yes, we've got three dogs. This Lebanon Special School District was the first one to approach us about getting one, and it's mainly a detection dog for weapons. And we saw the success. We ain't found no guns, thank you. But they're in place where they're not assigned to a school. They're just roaming from school to school, just walking around the hallways. But it's amazing what these dogs can do. And county school system jumped on board, and they actually bought two of them. And it's cooperation between both school systems and the sheriff's office that made that happen. And it's a positive. Another area of safety that we put into schools that's benefiting everybody.
Well, we're hearing, especially on TV news out in Nashville, metal detectors. What are we doing? Are we doing anything there?
They're working. I know the county school system and the city school system have some in place. They're working towards more, and there's a need for it. I saw where Rutherford County installed them throughout the county and even at sporting events. So it's really something to stay on top of and try to implement at some point.
Is that something we're going to see more of here?
I would think so. Yeah. I really do.
Sheriff Robert Braun is my guest. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by our friends at Bates Ford. Get a battery installed in most vehicles, $199.95. Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Still slow go over here on 840 westbound at Veterans Parkway, coming out of Rutherford County, headed towards Williamson County. They're on 840 just past 24 as it's run slow now. 65 south at Trinity Lane. It's loading up pretty good with more volume through Hermitage, Donaldson. All that traffic flowing in right now on I-40 coming in from Wilson County. When you need dependable towing for your car, big truck, no matter what county you're in here in Middle Tennessee, call STR Towing and Recovery. I'm Commander Chuck, your on-time traffic.
Your Lebanon High football team is back on the field, and we're back in the booth. Join Donald Gann, Joe Gardner, and myself, John Boyce, as the Blue Devils hit the gridiron each week. Lebanon football is brought to you by Bates Ford, Burdine Supply, Fakes and Hooker, Kay Maynard with State Farm Insurance, Kenny Salas and the Salas Realty Group, Lebanon Police Chief Mike Justice, Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryant, Shannon Speck Electric, Sports World, Rackley Roofing Company, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell. This Friday, your Blue Devils will host Mount Juliet High School. Pre-game at 6:30, kickoff at 7.
Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals on everything you need for your special event. Birthdays, weddings, corporate events, they have you covered. Tables, chairs, tents, linens, dance floor, and so much more. Visit their new showroom in Lebanon at 713 East Main Street in the old Ferguson's building. Find them every day at fiestas.com or on Facebook. Everyday Fiestas offers party rentals that can transform your vision into a beautiful reality. Mention this ad to receive 10% off.
Cedar City RV, your destination for all things camping. Whether you're looking for travel trailers, fifth wheels, or anything in between, Cedar City RV has you covered. We proudly offer top brands like Forest River, Palomino, Rockwood, Coachman, and more. Plus, expert service after the sale to keep you on the road with confidence. Financing is available, making it easier than ever to start your next adventure. Visit us online at cedarcityrv.com or stop by our location at 1102 Sparta Pike in Lebanon to explore new and previously enjoyed models today.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us, and our thanks to Sheriff Robert Bryant for being with us this morning. We have the Sheriff penciled in for the first Monday in every month, but since the first Monday was Labor Day, we moved it to today.
That's right.
That's worked fine.
Yep.
I hope your Labor Day was good.
Yeah, it was. We got this down pretty good, Coleman. I mean, come on a holiday, we know we go in the following week, so everything works out.
I wish that all my scheduling dilemmas were this easy to take care of. But anyway, what else is going on? What would
I would like to mention we'll be starting our Citizens Academy here towards the end of this month. That's where citizens can come in and for several weeks, one night a week, to learn more about the sheriff's office and everything we do. And you see a lot of the police departments do it, and we do it every year. But we've got some opening slots in that if anybody's interested. It's a great program. Matt Bush with the sheriff's office, he oversees that and does a great job. And they'll visit with all aspects of the department. They'll change up every week, and I get a lot of compliments out of that class because a lot of people don't realize what all goes on in a sheriff's office, and but there's a lot of it, and it's great to let people know that. What we're doing and how we're spending their tax dollars. And
approximately how long does this last? Is it?
It's 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks.
Okay, and whichever night you're pretty much obligating yourself to be there on that particular night for 8 weeks, and you do a different thing. Each night is totally different.
Every night's totally different, and it's a couple hours one night a week, but it's very informative. And but if anybody's interested in that, and they just call up the sheriff's office 615-444-1412, and they'll get you in touch with who you need to talk to. But we're looking to start that, I think, towards the end of this month. So it's really important to go and get the names in.
Well, when I think of your responsibilities and what all that the sheriff is over, and it's hard to, I don't know that you can say one, I guess you'd call them departments, one section, one department can you say is more important than the other? Probably not. I mean, you've got to take care of the jail. That is one of the requirements of the sheriff. Run
the jail is one of my job duties.
You have a detective division, and we don't hear a lot out of them unless when they do a good job and catch somebody, maybe get a little news that way. But for the most part, they're just out there, and we don't even know they're around unless they come to see us.
Well, that's a good thing, but they are out there working and work every day. We get cases every day. They get cases every day to work, and they're solving a lot of cases, and but. There are several divisions within the sheriff's office.
Well, approximately how many people do you have in the detective division?
I got two divisions of investigators. One division is for general detective work, investigations. That's your burglaries, homicides, different things like that. I think there's 12 in there. And then I got a narcotics section who all they do is work different type of drug offenses, and out here trying to arrest people for slinging this illegal substances across the county. And there's 8 of them.
Yeah. But then you have your patrolmen. Now, the patrolmen are seen, and they may be seen more today than they've ever been. It's almost rare anymore, it seems to me, to get out on the road and not see a sheriff's car.
And that's a big thing we've always pushed is visibility, and being out and about in all across the county, and it's. Yeah, they're out there. They're out there being visible. I can tell you that. I don't think you can drive through town or anywhere without seeing a sheriff's car.
Well, now the Lebanon Police, of course, pretty much do patrolling and take care of the city of Lebanon. But you have a sheriff's patrolman can arrest you for speeding, I suppose.
That's correct. The sheriff's office has county-wide jurisdiction, yeah. So whether it's in the city, out in the county, wherever, but all the police departments do a great job in taking care of everything, and on top of that, the sheriff's office has again, we go back to these divisions. You see a lot of our warrants division, our civil process division out here serving papers every day,
and they're usually on a sheriff's car too.
They're yes, and I heard them this morning when I got in my car. I mean, they was out there serving papers at 6:30 this morning. So it's and people wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork or subpoenas, different things like that comes out of the court system. And our court system has really grown over the past years that I've been sheriff, but there's a lot of work comes out of the court divisions.
And then another thing that you have, maybe if you stop and think about it a little bit, there's many times that somebody has to be transported, either the sheriff's patrol car is going to take them to the hospital or doctor or where, or going to take them to another jurisdiction. Maybe they've been caught here and have to go. I mean, I don't know all the scenarios, but all of that is part of it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. We're doing a lot of transporting. And people don't understand that, if we've got a warrant on somebody, arrest warrant on somebody, and they're picked up in another state, we're responsible to go get them. And we're doing a lot of that because a lot of people, they may have committed a crime here, but they move off to another area, another state, another city, somewhere, and they'll get caught there doing something, and they're on a national database where once they picked up somewhere else, it flags them. So and then they contact us, and we have to go pick them up. Mm-hmm. And the legislature has changed some laws recently in the past couple of years that's really emphasized on getting these people arrested no matter where they're at. And but we're doing a lot of transports, yes, every day.
Well, I want to bring up something else that's not directly connected to your office at the moment, but of course, if we're paying any attention to the national news and what the President of the United States is doing, some of these places where let's say Washington, D.C., possibly Chicago, was it Seattle maybe that's been mentioned, the President has actually sent, I guess it's National Guard troops in to help keep law and order. Now, I don't think we need them here, not in Lebanon, Tennessee, but how do you feel about that?
Well, I think that, if the powers that be in them cities would actually do their job and get their heads out of the sand, that they would understand they've got a problem. But they're not doing nothing about it. This is not to blame on the law enforcement in them cities. Okay, I really think they want to do their job, but they're handcuffed or their hands are tied because the mayors and different ones of these cities are not allowing them to do their job. I watched on the news last night. I believe it was in one of the Carolinas. A lady got killed on a train or something, and it was somebody that was the guy who done it was supposed to be in jail. He should have been in jail. He's been arrested several times over and over and over for violent crimes, and he's out here walking the street. Now, that can't happen. If that happens and they're letting these people walk out on the street and continue to commit these crimes, you're going to have problems. And I think that's what you're seeing in these major cities.
Well, there are some who have been, there's even been some people protesting the fact that he has sent people in to clean up a place.
And they
have a right to protest.
But
I sure don't.
Some of them are paid protesters too, by the way. Somebody has to do something. We can't just sit here with her sitting on our hands. I'm glad he stepped up, and I think you saw it worked in Washington D.C. It's working, and I go back to visibility. Just seeing them military walking around, it deters crime, and I think they're seeing that.
Well, I think that here in Wilson County, your office, the police, their presence being seen is. I think we're doing okay,
and we are now. In saying that, I don't know how much time we got. I could probably talk all day, but our main problem is our county line to the west, and because a lot of stuff is bleeding over into our county from there, because not the police department or the police down there, that they're not doing what they need to do to lock these people up. So it's bleeding over into Wilson County. Right. So we're dealing with that every day.
Sheriff, we've had a good discussion this morning. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you.
Sheriff Robert Bryan and part one of Coleman and Company. Please keep it here for more. FM 98.9.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by Absolute Kubota. Premium brands require premium parts and service. Contact Absolute Kubota's Elite Certified Service Department to schedule an appointment. 449-6171. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Starting a little bit heavier here through Kingston Springs with that volume right now. On 40 East, headed on into Bellevue. It's been slow on and off coming off that Ram from Vietnam. That's on to 65 southbound. There at Conference Drive, all that traffic flowing in from Sumner County. It was slow a few minutes ago up in Millersville on 65 going southbound around Bethel Road. And it's building pretty good 24 up through Antioch in from Murfreesboro. Princess Hot Chicken, new items on the menu. Check them out this week when you order online at princesshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
Mount Juliet Plumbing is the company to call it. Mount Juliet Plumbing, we can fix it all. If you have a plumbing problem and you're needing it solved, call Mount Juliet Plumbing today. We will fix it right, the Mount Juliet Plumbing way. We tackle all your plumbing problems. Call the Singing Plumber right now. Give us a call today over at Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection at 615-733-5665. Check out my music at edkellymusic.com.
Need a venue for your next corporate training, meeting, luncheon, or customer appreciation event? These are just a few of the event options that the Farm Bureau Expo Center can accommodate within its 79,000 square feet of adaptable event space. The Farm Bureau Expo Center offers unparalleled versatility for corporate events in Wilson County. Come on by and check us out. For booking details as well as upcoming events, visit farmbureauexpo.com or find us on Facebook. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Farm Bureau Expo.
We'll have mostly sunny skies for today. Highs will be around 80. Clear and cool again for tonight. Lows in the lower 50s. And then partly cloudy for our Tuesday. Highs in the mid 80s. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. With your severe view forecast, I'm Storm Specialist Drew Richards.
And we welcome you to part 2 of Coleman & Company. It's a Monday. Gail Hallam is here, so what else do we want? Gail, of course, is the Director of Marketing Events for the Farm Bureau Expo Center, and here each Monday to tell us all about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, you got a lot to tell us this morning. You went to Florida.
I did.
And you told MJ all about it Friday. I heard a little bit of that.
Yep.
And sounded like it was a very productive trip.
It was a very productive trip. It was the largest event planning conference that I have been to, and met some people that I already was familiar with, but at the same time met some new people, and then ran into some old friends, which was unexpected, but I guess it happens in the industry. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. And I took Samantha with me, and she worked the booth while I did the appointments. And then we were both in the booth at the same time. And, some people have asked, why do you go to those things? And it's really, you were just talking to Sheriff Bryan about it. It was about visibility and making sure that people know that the Farm Bureau Expo is here to begin with, and that we're an option for having events at. And at the same time, definitely not trying to step on any toes or anything. But, I can point out that we do have the ag grounds behind us so that events can spill over to that. Of course, they need to coordinate that with the ag office, not us. But that is an option for them. And then, of course, when I tell them that it's free parking versus Nashville at $35 a day, they get excited about stuff like that. And because the event industry as a whole is looking to host their events in venues that minimize distractions, say as in a metropolitan city like downtown Nashville, there's a lot of other things to do than be at the conference, So they try to minimize that a little bit just to keep the focus on the purpose that they're there. And we are a great fit for that because we're just far enough outside the city to kind of minimize that, but they have the ability to go into downtown Nashville or anywhere else they want to go during their break time, their off time.
Well, an event like you attended just gives you an opportunity to tell the story one more time, to tell that you do have an option. It's the Farm Bureau Expo Center in Lebanon, Tennessee.
That's right. And, I talk a lot about, meet in the middle. And although the expo is not the middle north-south, that would be Murfreesboro, but the middle going east-west is definitely us, and we're right off I-40. So that's beautiful. That's a beautiful fit. And a perfect example of that is when you've got state offices that come out to the expo to hold their events because they bring everybody from all of their offices across the state. We're in the middle, and it works out really, really well. But if you look at our map, a part of our branding has a map, and it has the states that are our key areas. And that is not because there are necessary favorites or something like that. It's a geographic thing. It's, that's where we're pulling from. Every area has a geographic market that's not clearly defined, but if you look at your numbers and you look at where people come from, that's your market. But your people that attend the events will pull from a much broader area. And then you add on top of the fact that I got accepted into Leadership Middle Tennessee, much like Susie did. And that is also a key market. Okay, so now I get to go into those markets, develop relationships with the people that are in those markets, and foster opportunity for them to consider coming to the Farm Bureau Expo. At the same time, I get to learn about their markets, and that might be some best practices. It might be how can the expo be part of a regional factor in support? Because really, if you look at it, the Farm Bureau Expo contributes to a regional economic engine. Sometimes we're contributing and sometimes we're benefiting, and that's the way it should be.
Well, I think we have, since you have been there, been the director, we've reached another plateau, and of course you're always wanting to do more, get more signed up for years to come and all of that. That's your job, but it's been going great, really, hasn't it?
It has. And I mean, if you look at the numbers for the first quarter of this year, or first 2 quarters of this year, it hasn't been as robust financially, but there's reasons for that. And if you can point to those reasons and address them, then you're still moving in the right direction. Not doing anything is not the answer.
Yeah. We're about out of time here, but anything in particular you want to mention on next week or two?
Oh, well, so we just finished up TFLAC, which is the Tennessee Firearms Association. They always put on an amazing event. We've got scrapbooking moving in this weekend. That's followed by Redneck Rumble. And then, of course, once Mistletoe Merchants hits in September, which is always at the end, Zendel and I kind of joke. It's like, yeah, Christmas is just around the corner. And I hesitate to say that because that just feels wrong at this point. But and then we got the sewing show, and then we've got the TriStar AKC Kennel Dog Show, which is even bigger this year than it's ever been.
Yeah.
So
what a variety.
Yeah.
What you just mentioned. Everything's different.
I know. And that's intentional.
Yeah.
That's intentional.
All right.
Yep. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Gail Hallam, Director of Marketing Events, Farm Bureau Expo Center. We're about 21 before the hour, and it's time to introduce Ed Kelly, Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection, and Ed Kelly Music. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman. How have you been?
Oh, doing well. It's been a month since I've seen you, and you're here today on the second Monday in September. Everything going well?
Things are going real good, man.
Well, we always have to do a little juggling between plumbing and music, and I kind of leave that up to you, and that has to do with the dialogue, what we talk about as well. But you want to kick it off with a little plumbing here to start with?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing, to give people your number for Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection, 615-733-5665, and that'll get you Mr. Ed Kelly. I guess your phone stays, it rings quite often.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. We do a lot of leak detection, and a lot of these leaks are out in the yard. Mm-hmm. And so I'll always ask to see the customer's water bill. And that tells me how much water they've used, how big their bill was, and if they have the water line insurance. And a lot of them don't, believe it or not, and it's only like $1.35 or $2 up. It's not more than $2 a month, but it covers up to $10,000 a year. And so if you don't have that water line insurance, I really highly recommend that you get it. Call your water department, whatever district it is, and ask them if that's an option. And get that water line insurance, because if you have a leak outside, even a repair is going to cost you more than what that water line insurance might cost you for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And so it's well worth the money.
Do most people do that? I mean, I'm just wondering what percentage.
I couldn't tell you for sure. A lot of people have it, but then there's a lot of people that don't even know about it. Yeah. And so that's why I want to kind of educate our audience today about, because I'm a plumber and I have it. Okay. And of course I don't know if I'd ever file a claim, but it's just worth having. I mean, it's $1. It's less than $2 a month. Uh-huh. And so of course you don't need it until you need it. Yeah. But once you need it, then you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't get it.
To hear that endorsed by a plumber is sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and it only covers the water line from the meter to the house. I don't believe it covers sprinkler systems, but I could be wrong. But just that alone, it's well worth having, because by the time you you do the leak detection and then have to excavate and repair the leak, you're well over, you're probably at least $700-800, for a typical repair or more. It just depends on the situation. But if you do the math, at $2 a month times 12, what is that? $24 a year.
Yeah.
Now that's just for the line protection. They also have the leak protection, which covers the water bill. A lot of people will have that, but then they won't have the line protection. And the line protection, in my opinion, is more valuable to have because it covers the labor cost of doing a repair.
Well, your water source, whoever you get your water from, should be able to direct you.
So, a good example is we're doing a water line replacement right now, and it's a pretty good long run, and it's over $5,000. And so I don't know how long she's had the protection, but let's say she's had it for 20 years. It's going to be more than worth it. It more than covered it.
Yeah.
So she's not upset that she's having to write a check for a large sum because she's had that water line insurance for a number of years, and she's protected from the cost of that labor. So,
all right. Again, if you want to talk to Ed, need his services, you can reach him at 615-733-5665. Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection, Ed Kelly. Now, we got to go to a break. We come back. You got music you're going to do, or?
Yeah, we've got a song we're going to play.
You'll need to come back to us and let you introduce it then.
Sure.
All right, MJ, I hope you're listening there. We'll switch gears and go from plumbing to music after we go to this break. This is Coleman & Company, FM 98.9.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by Bates Ford and the Lifetime Brake Pad Guarantee. With the purchase of a brake service, replacement brake pads will be provided at no cost for as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Trying to clear up a wreck in South Nashville before you get down into Brentwood, 65 southbound. It's going to be before OHB. Again, it's in the southbound lanes. Not too concerned about that. The heaviest flow is in the northbound lanes coming up from Williamson County here into South Nashville. Loading up pretty good on 24 westbound up through Antioch. It's been slow. From a disabled vehicle, we had eastbound on Vietnam Vets up near Gallatin Pike there in Hendersonville. When you need dependable towing for your car, big truck, call STR Towing and Recovery here in Middle Tennessee. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor. Run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. It features a hydrostatic transmission and is simple to maintain. The Kubota B-Series, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main, Lebanon. Gregory Dental Group in Lebanon is in a new location, 1746 West Main in Lebanon, across from Sports Village. Gregory Dental Group offers cosmetic procedures, dental implant services, and digital dentures. Premium dentures in just 2 appointments.
Hi, I'm Dr. Derek Gregory. In my office, you can count on a compassionate staff who will truly listen to you, take the time to get to know you, and discuss your personal needs.
No insurance? No problem. Call about the discount plan. Gregory Dental Group, 444-0322.
We're the Mount Juliet Plumbers, and we're just a phone call away. We know if you're having a plumbing problem, it's not a good day. So give us a call right now, and we'll be on the way. 615-733-5665. Call 615-733-5665. Call the Singing Plumber right now, and I'll tackle all your plumbing problems. And check out my music at edkellymusic.com. It's 615-733-5665.
Join us Saturday, September 13th for the 22nd Annual Sherry's Run 5K Run Walk to benefit Sherry's Hope. The event starts at 8 a.m. at 623 West Main Street in Lebanon, Tennessee. Come run or walk and give hope to people in our community who are battling cancer. Enjoy a silent auction, live music, and more. Register now at sherrysrun.org and make plans to join us Saturday, September 13th for the Sherry's Run 5K Run Walk to benefit Sherry's Hope.
And we continue here on a Monday morning. Ed Kelly is here, Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection, also edkellymusic.com. We're going to switch gears here and talk about music.
All right, yeah, so there's this song that I wrote about 2 months ago called St. Patrick's Day. And it's actually, it's about me and my wife, our honeymoon, and our wedding day, and we got married on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, now I connect the dots. Okay.
And so, yeah, my wife, ironically, I'm Irish. I've got an Irish name, but I never kept up with many holidays like that. And so I didn't even really, at that time, care to know what St. Patrick's Day was even about. But, yeah, my wife, she walked down the wedding aisle. She had painted her toenails green, and she really did good. And we had a light green wedding cake. It's kind of funny when you think about it. But
well, is that what the song's about?
No, it's about our wedding day.
Okay.
And so we can go ahead and play that if we're ready.
Here we go.
We've had to work really hard to get to where we are, but we've always been dreamers, reaching for the stars. It was St. Patrick's Day in that sleepy town that you moved to when I got cold feet and let you down.
Okay, Ed, you're telling me you may have two versions of the song. A short
Well,
version.
I think I sent her the short version. I'm sorry. Let me get in here. I should have checked it. But I didn't.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with a cell phone anymore.
I should have checked it, but I didn't, and that's my fault. And but yeah, this is a good song.
You're going to do another one, or you're going to do a longer version of that one?
The longer version, yes.
All right. Well, MJ is waiting for you to tell her which one and you're looking for it here on your cell phone.
I'm just trying
Isn't technology wonderful?
I'm trying to see. We've never run into this problem, I don't guess. But
it's live radio.
But that's what I get for not checking it. And but anyway, this is here it is. Here it is.
All right, you got it.
So I'm going to send it to MJ, and we can talk about.
Yeah, while you're sending that to her, tell us what the song. What's the name of the song?
So it's St. Patrick's Day.
That's actually the name of the song.
That's the name of the song.
St. Patrick's Day.
And I built me an office in an 18-wheeler trailer. I wasn't planning on doing that, but when we moved out of our office in Old Hickory, we had issues with the landlord. And I needed some place to put the stuff temporarily, so I bought an 18-wheeler trailer. And then I decided, you know what? This is, I had put my office furniture, I got it. I sent it to you now.
She's got it. She's ready to go. And all right, here we go again. Ed Kelly's and St. Patrick's Day.
Yep. I woke up this morning to get dressed for work. I saw my baby lying there in my old t-shirt. It dawned on me how blessed I am for getting to be her man. She woke up, smiled at me and said, I was dreaming about the day we wed. It was St. Patrick's Day in that sleepy town that you moved to when I got cold feet and let you down. the old Baptist church in the afternoon. My daddy didn't want me to marry you, but I knew that you were a special man. I wanted to go with you and be your woman. Said I dreamed about our honeymoon, all the good times that we had out on South Padre, two-stepping in the sand. You sang me a country song, we made love all night long like two lovebirds flying in the wind. We'll be together till the very end. Thanks to St. Patrick's Day, in that sleepy town that you moved to when I got cold feet and let you down. At the old Baptist church in the afternoon, my daddy didn't want me to marry you, but I knew that you were a special man. I wanted to go with you and be your woman. Life's thrown some curveballs and some touchdowns. We've seen some success and some letdowns. We've had to work really hard to get to where we are, but we've always been dreamers, reaching for the stars. It was St. Patrick's Day in that sleepy town that you moved to when I got cold feet and let you down. At the old Baptist church in the afternoon, my daddy didn't want me to marry you, but I knew that you were a special man. I wanted to go with you so I could be your woman. Oh, I knew that you were a special man. I wanted to marry you and be your woman.
And there it is, Ed Kelly's wedding song, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, so I was telling y'all that, about my little office trailer. Right after I got it set up, that day I wrote this song. I went and I got a portable AC unit and like just a rug to throw on the floor, because it's a trailer floor. I didn't go through the extent of like putting flooring in there, but got all my office furniture and stuff set up in there, and then I sat down and I just started singing the first line of that song. And
well, what a setting to write a song.
And I wasn't planning on writing a song.
Yeah.
And it just kind of came to me.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there and I just started singing, and I fooled around with the words for a minute, and then before I knew it, I had the first verse, and then I just started singing St. Patrick's Day, and it's like it just kind of flew. It just kind of went all together. It was amazing how that song kind of came together, and it wasn't even something I had planned on writing.
Yeah. It's kind of spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, and I wasn't planning on writing about. It's just amazing to me how some of these songs come together, because sometimes I'll think about a theme. Like I've got this song called "The Grass Ain't Always Greener," and I thought about that, and I said, you know what, I want to write a song about that. And sure enough, the words came to me. You can't write a song though if the words don't come to you. Yeah. But yeah, the words came to me, and
how many songs have you written? You have any idea?
I don't really focus on quantity, a focus
but
on quality.
Have you written 100? Have you written 500?
No, I haven't written that many.
Okay.
I've written maybe 40 or 50.
Okay.
There's some songs that I've got that I've never recorded. I just I kind of have them. I don't know if I'll ever record them. You know, I heard Waylon Jennings. They came out with a new album for Waylon Jennings recently, and some songs that had never been heard by him. And so maybe one day that'll be a similar situation for me. You know.
Well, it was the Statlers had this. Some I wrote for Mama, some I wrote and some I wrote and threw away and never sang to anyone.
And there's a song that I wrote that I recorded called "Sing My Songs for You." And I didn't know if I'd ever record it, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad I put it on the Best Damn Country Songs album.
Well, by the way, we're about to run out of time here. Somebody wants to access, and we've said this a lot of times, but I think all we've talked about here, just about all, if not all of your music is available at edkellymusic.com.
edkellymusic.com, yes.
And
you can get a hat like this.
Pay a little fee, and it's yours to listen to all you want.
Yeah, and I've got some free listens on there.
Yeah.
I kind of rotate them. But yeah, you can go to edkellymusic.com and listen to some of my songs for free and buy the album or buy the individual song so you can have it, so you can own it.
Okay. edkellymusic.com. And, of course, his day job is a plumber, Mount Juliet Plumbing and Leak Detection, and that's a website as well, www.mountjulietplumber.com. So, I guess that's about it for this Monday. Ed, good to see you.
Good to see you,
Have a
Coleman.
great month, and we'll do it again we'll do it again in October.
All right. Thank you so much.
That is it for a Monday. Please join us tomorrow for Coleman and Company. Till then, I wish you a magnificent day.